this was a tough season for you. Both the ups and the downs. You achieved a lot. You had to go through a lot. Where are you right now? Just in the freshness of the season being where it is.
Frustrated, worked really hard, to secure our spot in the playoffs with everything that we face as a team throughout the course of the season. Trying to find rhythm, trying to find the chemistry, trying to find some flow within the team with the injuries and everything. So just frustrated, definitely just with the results. Just felt like we let that kind of slip out our hands, and then the scrap and the fight and the dig and dog that we had to make it a game late definitely stings with the outcome.
I know you've been with Kawhi before in another team's locker room. Being with him for a full season, him going through what he went through, his ups and downs, like how do you kind of plan on keeping him encouraged as we enter this offseason? He wasn't able to finish this season.
Yeah, I don't got to keep Kawhi encouraged. He's a diligent guy with his body and working on his game. I know he's frustrated with dealing with the injury. It's just tough, man. It's just tough. Carrying us in those first two games. Don't want to see him go out like that. You're looking forward to him finally being back in the postseason and playing and helping us, try to achieve what we want to achieve every single year. So I know it's frustrating for him, but I know he's gonna do whatever it takes to get him back right and get on the court and prepare for his return. That guy, I don't have to encourage him. He's self-motivated. He's one of the best. He doesn't need no encouragement from me. I'm just looking forward to continuing to work with him, continue to pick his brain, continue to learn and grow my game in the off-season, working with him. So, that's what I'm looking forward to now. Season over with. Now it's just regroup and improve.
Hey, Norm, you've been on some teams in Toronto that couldn't get over the hump, and then there's a breakthrough. This franchise has been living through that year after year. What do you think it'll take to have that moment that even today Paul George said, I'm confident our time will come? Mm-hmm. What do you think it's going to take to get to that point?
Everybody being healthy, man. Honestly, that's the biggest thing. Want to be fully healthy so you can see what you need. It's kind of tough when, unfortunate injuries happen and you got to next man up and guys doing everything they can to fill that void of, your superstars when they go down. I think the biggest thing is health. In those teams when we couldn't break through, we had a full healthy team, so we could figure out, okay, what happened this series, what we need, who do we need to bring in, what improvements we need to make, whether that was internally or free agency or trades, whatever it was. It's just tough because this group, even before I got here, haven't had that togetherness and health to make a deep run and see what happens. I believe Kawhi went out in the Western Conference Finals, when the team was good. So it's really just the health and it all coming together at the right time.
Hey, Norm. Dumb question, but what can you guys do to retain your health? Is sage or good luck charms or just or is there something you guys could do?
I sage myself in my house every single night. So spiritually, I think we're good. But just continue to be diligent in your approach and in your everyday preparation. It's tough, man. PG goes out with a hyperextension from a block out, trying to get a rebound. You can't really control that. I don't know why got hurt, what happened, but, I know he tried to play through it in game 2. So, it's just tough, but you just got to stay with it, man. Stay positive and continue to work, continue to do everything to get your body, in tip-top shape so you can withstand the course of the season. But it's tough, man. Unfortunate injuries, guys running into, some of the things you can't control. But what you can control is what you have to do, and I think all of us is doing that. We don't want to go out with an injury, but we do whatever it takes to stay healthy and get back as soon as possible.
Okay, Norm, just real, do you guys, I mean, to have been so close, without your two top players and all the injuries you've gone through, to push the Suns in all three of these games without Kawhi, I mean, does that make it like hurt almost more?
Yeah, I mean, when you go back and look at the film, I mean, we had, substantial leads. Just tough, you're trying to sustain that energy. I mean, they got, Hall of Fame, future Hall of Fame players, top players in the league, superstars. That make it tough on you. You can't take your foot off the gas. You can't have too many lapses, too many breakdowns because they make you pay. Turnovers, especially in transition. D-Book, KD getting out, 3-level scores, playing in the open floor is really tough. So I think the turnovers and so not even just turnovers, some bad possessions offensively kind of fueled their offense in all 3 games. So we kind of shot ourselves in the foot a little bit, but we out there leaving it on the floor, and that's all you can ask for. Honestly, we left it out there, and you live with the results every single time and just try to get better.
Norm, what did you want to work on most coming into the season? And I know you and AJ are going to be right back in the gym soon. What do you want to work on most heading into next season?
Wait, you were asking me what I worked on this season coming in?
What did you want to key in on coming into this past season, and what are you going to focus on next season?
For me, I wanted to solidify myself as one of the main guys. Somebody that you can rely on every single night. That's my main goal. I have high expectations for myself. Which is why I work so hard on my game and trying to improve. I don't take my lifestyle model, understand the grind lightly. It's who I am. So looking over the course of the season, looking over the numbers, looking at where, I struggled a little bit. And that's where we start, where I struggled and where I need to get better offensively, defensively, a lot of film, especially off the ball defensively. But I look at what I need to do to improve on the areas that I struggled throughout the course of the season, and then just make the strength stronger. That's my biggest thing. But we're going to look at the numbers and see what they look like and work on those things as soon as possible. Take a few days, and I'm right back.
Thank you.